Okay, Coach, thank you. We are technically 5 miles east of Washington, D.C. That's where the home of the Washington Redskins resides, FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Miami Dolphins and the Washington Redskins. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
On first down, Fields. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Second and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again second and 10. Operating from the gun, Fields. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 13-yard line.
First down, Miami.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Jonathan Allen able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The sack cost him only a yard. It's second and 11. Now a handoff here to his running back. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a third and about 7 left. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. And he's just short. He got 6 of the 7 he needed, so that leaves a decision here on 4th and a yard.
Check, 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 check. Brings up 4th down.
And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. So the snap will come from the 3, but remember, they don't need the touchdown. They can get the first down if they get a yard, and the ball gets to the 2. Going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And this crowd into it early. Their guys stand tall on the opening drive of the football game. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2.
How about his performance last week? Over 200 yards. I think his decisiveness One cut, and he goes. That's what's really made him pile up the yardage.
And the yardage he piled up last week, easily honored with NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
I would have voted for him.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
He's got a first down past the 30. And he'll be out right at the 35. That good for 19 and a first down. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
On 2nd and 7, Haskins. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got it with the 15. Touchdown, Washington. Paul Richardson with touchdown number 8 on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. Look at the spin.
Balance.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. Now a play fake here on first down. Going up top. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And they will finally catch him, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Haskins on 3rd down. That's going to be caught by Richardson. These two teams all tied after 1. Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. Rolling to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Going on the ground with Eckler. 9 yards on the pickup there as he'll be left with 3rd and 1.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. On 1st down, Foreman. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On the ground, it's Eckler. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
The throw right sideline here is complete. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. Foreman. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that
weaving through traffic, and now he's free. 20, 10, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second, we do have a flag. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They started on the ground with Eckler. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Let's go, defense. Here we go. Keep going. Turn up.
A give. Eckler running to the right. The Redskins have the first down on a pickup of 18. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
An opening there on that first down run as he gets us forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
52's the mark, boys. 52.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
That's all right, baby. Going the other way.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. A pretty good-looking run there on first down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. Well, I bet the offensive linemen said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
On 1st and 10, Fields. It's complete to Drake. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Here we go. It's game situation. Let's go. Check 52.
On 3rd down, Fields. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Montez Sweat. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you. That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a pick.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half, and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Set, ready. Got the flag. Watch the run. Watch the run. This side, baby. That's the big side.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. The safety Landon Collins there to make the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
56. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. 49.
Second and 6. Eluding the pressure right. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
Looking to throw on second down. Fields escaping the pressure right. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's third down now. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, Fields. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down.
Let's go, baby.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Eckler. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Let's go. Hey, no. 52 right here. 52. Watch the backer. He's coming. We got double.
Once more, here's Eckler. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on third down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
6-yard return after a punt of 48. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. He's going to go for a big play downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf.
Right there, 56.
Throwing on first down. Fields. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
At the Redskins' 3-yard line.
They'll come out in the pistol, facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now Drake. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Kenyon Drake, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is now 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. The 20. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. A huge play there for Washington. 63 yards on the ground.
Washington Redskins, first down. 1st and 10 at the 12.
Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10.
It's going to be a long day. Switch. Check. 81.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
14.
Here we go. Not a wood. Let's go, Heavy. Tell me what you got. Heavy? 56.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
Let's go now. Go to base. He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
They'll run here with Eckler. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. On third down. Here's Eckler. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and that'll bring him back within 4. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, fourth quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone knows to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Then he'll give it here to his running back. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another 1st down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, and it's got him in the lead.
Let's go. Let's do it.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Christian Wilkins in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get, because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. And that leaves him with 3rd and long, which means you've got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
It's just me and you. Mike 6. Mike 6.
4th down, here's Haskins. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. That's Yannick Ngakoue with a sack. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none.
Yes, exactly right.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy.
It's caught inside the 25. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. On 1st down, it's Haskins. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Another try after the 1st down sack. Haskins. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's 1 timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better, and that got it done in this one.
So for the Dolphins, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Washington, they taste defeat for the first time this season as they drop to 5-1. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.